About online privacy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know there's been a lot of articles about Facebook, and that can be pretty sketchy, people finding out your information.
No.
I have.
Yeah.
No, not
No.
so much.
No.
Not so much.
I have put thought into putting my private life on the internet.
Yeah, I quite a bit. It's something that we're all sort of made to fear and think about.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I think now at this point it's kind of hard to not think about it. It's always in the media and people are always kind of warning about, oh, protect your information, like watch out what you sign up for.
The ability to kind of just dictate what happens with what I put onto the internet.
Well, I imagine autonomy over my data would be that I have full control of where it goes.
It's really hard to say where it begins and ends for one. I mean, it means everything really, because it's how we communicate now. It's how we live our everyday lives. Everything we do is done through our phones, which is then, transmitted to God knows where and handled by God knows who.
Probably a 7. I'm like pretty. I try and keep everything like private.
I'm pretty not.
I'm gonna go with like a 5.
My private life has become a little bit more public than it used to be before. Around probably 6 out of 10.
I would still rate it pretty high at around 7.
Yeah, and on a scale, well, I mean, it's hard to put a numerical figure on it. 5 maybe?
I don't know, it's a tough question.
Pretty poor, honestly, pretty poor.
I would say it's pretty low. Like I would say, maybe like a 3 or something.
7? 6 or 7?
No, I've never read.
You've never read?
There. Yeah. Just scroll down, check. Okay.
Actually, no.
I actually did when I first signed up for a lot of things.
Never.
I have tried, but no, I have never fully read the terms and conditions.
No, I always just ignore it. not in full.
Well, reality gets boring. Sometimes I do, especially if it's something important, but other than that, not really.
No, I don't.
No, most people don't actually.
Never. Never? I'll never do it.
Some apps, like I don't really understand why they want certain contact information. The fact that people who I hardly know just are able to find me on Facebook and like add me on other sites, I think that's kind of weird.
I don't think I ever have done anything that they would have access to anything that would be of concern. Still, I'm not that comfortable with that, no.
Yeah, it would, but kind of in response to that last question, I don't read the terms and conditions anymore, and I've probably signed up to agreeing for them to do that already.
It worries me if I'm not aware that by signing something to one port, one website, relinquishes my control over it for them sending it elsewhere.
But yeah, it worries me, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on what kind of website it is. Like, if it's like, some kind of, like, company that's trying to sell me something, I don't really care.
Sometimes.
I did have a friend show me how to like go through all the settings and limit what the apps have access to on Facebook.
Yeah, all the time.
Normally when given the option to sign in with my Facebook account, no, I don't normally hook it up to that.
I think I have logged on to certain sites using my Facebook, and it does pop up and say that.
Not too often. I generally go with the email route.
I certainly have. I've certainly used my Facebook account to sign into other things. When I can avoid it, I will, so I'll do the email route.
Yeah, like a little bit back in the day.
Yeah, I definitely have. I try to do it as little as possible. I think it's a little scary because that, as far as I know, immediately gives them access to all of your Facebook information.
No, I did not know that I could access this at all.
It doesn't concern me.
Does not concern you?
No.
Would I consider it? I probably wouldn't.
Reviewing it? Well, not really. I've always been pretty cautious with the stuff I do on my Facebook.
I don't. I mean, it's probably a hefty document. It would be very dry. I think I am interested.
Unless I had a reason to, maybe a reason to be worried or a reason to kind of review something I've done, then probably not.
I think I downloaded it a long time ago when it was actually first available, and I don't have anything since, anything newer since then. And I've never actually looked at the data.
I guess the most worrying thing would be if my location was leaked out.
I don't really have much that I'm trying to hide online, so I'm not very concerned about it.
I don't put that much stuff online, so it's like the stuff that I put online I know can be like monitored, I guess. So like I don't really worry that much, but I mean it is still kind of concerning. I guess it's a little bit creepy.
I'm not as worried, to be honest, from where we live and stuff like that. But I think the way the world is going right now, I would be a lot more diligent depending where I lived.
I'm not particularly worried about companies.
I feel that, maybe some of my information gets shared, maybe more than I would like to be shared, but I feel that my privacy is still my privacy. They don't really know what I'm doing in my private life.
I think to a certain extent it's convenient and good, but I mean, at a certain point, yeah, it worries me a little bit.
Honestly, not that concerned really. I guess I'd only be concerned if it was like really personal information, like my banking stuff maybe, or, my address or something like that.
Oh my god.
So
Every single street. That is really scary.
Oh, so they know you only have life in Sackville and Bagtown.
It is kind of creepy to know that my most frequent places are tracked.
Yeah, she looks at where I am all the time.
I think people are less concerned with, say, credit card monitoring or money spending monitoring or camera monitoring. I think because this is so constant, that's why it's worrying.
What? So it has my location at different times of day?
Well, I deactivated it from like certain apps.
Does it do that automatically? That's crazy. Oh my god, that's insane.